Hi students, good morning. Today we are going to discuss the continuation of on-demand routing protocol. So on-demand routing protocol contain 7 protocols are there. In that, the last video we discussed the first 3 protocols, nothing but dynamic source routing protocol, ADA on-demand distance vector routing protocol, and third one temporally ordered routing algorithm protocol. These 3 protocols we discussed in the previous video. Now in this video we are going to discuss the balance protocols from fourth protocol onwards. The fourth one is location aided routing protocol, and the fifth one is associativity based routing protocol, and the sixth one signal stability based adaptive routing protocol, and the last one, seventh one, is flow oriented routing protocol. So these 4 protocols we are going to discuss in this video. So among the 4, the first one is location aided routing protocol. So what is mean by the location aided routing protocol is location aided routing protocol, shortly called as LAR. It is used for utilizes the location information for improving the efficiency of routing by reducing the control overheads. The main concept of location aided routing is it uses the location information to improve the efficiency of routing and reduce the control overheads. So that means this location aided routing protocols using the location information, that means with the help of GPS finding the locations, and based on that it efficiently routing the packets. Due to this we can reduce the control overheads. Control overheads means any maintenance difficulties or any problems, all these comes under control overheads. These things may be reduced. Second point is with the availability of GPS, the mobile host knows their physical locations. So with the help of GPS, the mobile devices can know their physical locations, where we are. With the help of GPS we can find out. Then location aided routing designates 2 geographical regions for selective forwarding of control packets, namely. So location aided routings contain 2 geographical regions. Those are nothing but first one, expected zone, means the destination node is expected to be presented. So that is the first geographical region which is in the destination side. Second one is a request zone. The path finding control packets are permitted to be propagated. So first one is expected zone and second one is request zone. So location aided routing. First one, the source node specifies the request zone in the route request packet. So source node specifies the request zone. So specifies in the request zone in the route request packet, and location aided routing. 2. Source node includes the distance between itself and the destination also. So location aided contain 2 points. One is the source node specifies request zone in the route request packet. So we have 2 types of route request packet and route reply packet. So route request packet sent by source node. So in that such packets, source node also specifies the request zone also, to whom we are requesting. That zone also specified in the route request packet. Then second point is the source node include the distance between its source node and destination node also. So this is nothing but route request zone and expected zone. So from where we are requesting, it comes under request zone, and to whom we are sending the data, the destination area comes under expected zone in location aided routing concept. Then this is nothing but how we are establishing the routes in location aided routing. So it floods the information. So whenever the source wants to communicate with destination, it first send the route request message, and these messages are flooding. Flooding means passing to all the other nodes which are surrounding that source node. So in that manner, we are establishing the route in location aided routing. And what are the disadvantages and advantages of location aided routing? First, we are going to discuss the advantages. First advantage is it reduces control overheads. We already discussed. So with the help of location aiding or location information, we are reducing the control overheads. Then second one, increase utilization bandwidth. So what is the bandwidth we are using? It is used or be utilized in increased manner. Then disadvantages depend heavily on availability of GPS. So this concept mainly depends on GPS. So this is one of the main disadvantage. So this is the concept of location aided routing. Then the next routing concept is associativity based routing. This is the fifth one. Nothing but associativity based routing protocol. So what is this? Associativity based routing protocol is a distributed routing protocol that selects routes based on the stability of the wireless links. So this associativity based routing protocol is a distributed routing protocol, and it selects the routes based on the stability of the wireless links. Which link is stable, that route is selected to transfer the data from source to destination in associativity based routing protocol. So this protocol mainly based on the stability of the link. Then it is a Biocon based and on-demand routing protocol. So associativity based routing protocol is a Biocon based and on-demand routing protocol. Biocon based means first, if you want to transfer the data, means it first sends the hello message to the destination nodes. So who are responding to that, they will those two devices are involved in the transmission. That is the concept of Biocon based. And on-demand routing protocol means whenever you require to transfer the data, it establishes the route at that time and transferring the data. So that is nothing but on demand. So associativity based routing protocol, it follows both Biocon based and it is on demand routing protocol also. A link is classified as stable or unstable based on its temporal stability. So always the link is classified as whether it is stable or unstable. The source node floods route request packets throughout the network. If a route is not available in its route cache, all intermediate nodes forward the route request packets. So in the associativity based routing, it floods the source node. Floods means flooding concept means it sends the request packets to all the other nodes. So released freely, anybody can accept. So source node floods the route request packets throughout the network. If the route is not available, so the source node is flooding the request packets throughout the network. In the same manner, all the intermediate nodes also forwarding the route request packets to the other nodes. So this is the basic concept of associativity based routing. So this is nothing but the route establishment concept of associativity based routing. So the source node floods the route request packets and all the other nodes are accepting that, and one by one they are distributed to all the nodes. So which is filled as the destination node, that one will respond with the help of a route reply message. Then source and destination are established the path and transfer the data between them. And this is nothing but route maintenance in associated based routing, associate with based routing. So if there is any link is damaged, then the intermediate nodes or the source node helps them to establish a new connection, a link between the destination node and also continuing to transferring the data. And what are the advantages and disadvantages of associativity based routing? In that first one is advantage. In associativity based routing, stable routes have a higher preference compared to shorter routes. They result in fewer path breaks, which in turn reduce the extent of flooding due to reconfiguration of paths in the networks. So, in the associated based routing, if any path breaks are happen, it may not require again flooding the data. It reconfigure the paths in the network. So that is the main advantage of associative based routing. And what are the disadvantages for this? So one of the major disadvantage of this protocol is that the chosen paths may be longer than the shortest path because the source and the destination, because of the preference given to the stable path. So in the associativity based routing, stability is more important. So stable routes are taken to transfer the data from one place to another place. Even if that stable paths are longer compared with the shortest path, we prefer only stable paths. So that is the main disadvantage in associativity based routing. And second, another disadvantage is that repetitive it's not link, local queries broadcast may result in higher delays during route repairing. So whenever the routes are broken, the route repairing take higher delays. So this is one of the disadvantage also. So these are all the concepts in associativity based routing protocol. Then the sixth one is signal stability based adaptive routing protocol. So signal stability based adaptive routing protocol, shortly called as SSA, so is a on-demand routing protocol that uses signal stability on the prime factor for finding stable routes. So signal stability based adaptive routing protocol is an on-demand routing protocol. So whenever we require, we are establishing the route. So such an on-demand routing protocol, and it is mainly based on signal stability is the main factor in finding the stable route. If you find the route, even though it is a stable, there the signals are stable or not, it checks that one. If the signals are stable, then it use that route to transfer the data. That is the concept of signal stability based routing protocol. Then the signal strength of the biocon is measured for the determining link stability. So signal strengths are also measured for finding the link stability. Then this protocol consists of two parts. One is forwarding path protocol and second one is dynamic routing protocol. So these are the two parts in signal stability. One is FP forwarding protocol. Second one DRP dynamic routing protocol. So what is mean by these two? In the first one, dynamic routing protocol maintains routing table by interacting with the dynamic routing protocol process on other host. So what is it maintain the dynamic routing protocol maintaining the routing table by interacting with the another dynamic routing protocol processing in the other host. So this host routing protocol interact with the other host routing protocol. So that is the main usage of DRP. Then what is meant by FP forwarding protocol performs the actual routing of forward a packet and its way to be destinated. Forward the packets. So this is nothing but route establishment in signal stability based routing protocol. So same flooding concept will be used because it is on demand. That's why it's using flooding concept. And this is nothing but if any link breakage is happen, how it is maintaining. So means it used another path to transfer the data. It establishing the new path to transfer the data to the destination. And what are the advantages and disadvantages? The main first one advantage is the main advantage of this protocol is that it finds more stable routes when compared to the shortest path route selection, such as dynamic source routing and ad hoc on-demand distance vector routing. So the main advantage of this protocol is it find out more stable routes compared with shortest path routes, which is used in the DSR and AODV. DSR means dynamic source routing. AODV means ad hoc on-demand distance vector routing. These two protocols use the shortest path. Compare with this, the main advantage of our present signal stability adaptive protocol is it uses the stable route. So that is the main advantage. Then second one, this protocol accommodates temporally stability by using Biocon counts to classify a link as stable or weak. So this protocol, with the help of temporal information or temporal stability, we find out whether the link is stable or weak. So these are the main advantages of signal stability protocol. Then the disadvantage is the strong links criterion increases the path length. A shorter path may be ignored for more stable paths. So in this concept, with the usage of stable paths, we ignoring the most shortest paths. That is the main drawback. So these are all the concepts in signal stability based adaptive routing protocol. And the last one is flow oriented routing protocol. This is the seventh protocol, flow oriented routing protocol. The flow oriented routing protocol uses a unique prediction based mechanism that utilize the mobility and the location information of nodes to estimate the link expiration time. So it is a unique prediction based mechanism for utilizing the mobility and location information of the nodes to estimate what is the link expire time. So it's mainly estimate the link expire time on the basis of mobility and link location information. So that's why it is we are saying as it is a prediction based mechanism. The minimum of link expire time value of all wireless links on a path is termed as the route expire time. Link expire time is referred as here as route expire time. Then the flow oriented routing protocol requires the availability of GPS. So the flow oriented also required GPS information in order to identify the location of the nodes. Just like your location aided protocol, this flow oriented routing protocol also required GPS. So this is nothing but route establishment diagram for flow oriented routing protocol. So it is also a on demand routing protocol. It floods the data and it receives the request message. Based on that, it transfers the data to the destination device. And this is nothing but the maintenance, route maintenance in flow oriented routing protocol. If any breakages are there, it finds out the next routing path to transfer the data. So these are all the concepts involved in flow oriented routing protocol. Thank you.